Hey guys, I'm Charles. I'm the developer of Cork Zero, and today I'm doing something that a lot of you have been asking for. I'm gonna teach you how to cliff jump in my game. Let's go. Alright, so before anything, if you want to cliff jump in the game, you need to be fluent in the game. By that I mean that you need to be able to do some basic combos, some swing chains, so being able to do all kind of swings, different types of twist motion. You need to be able to flip over your left side, right side, backwards, forward, back again, do variations, like those kind of things. Yeah, because if the basic tricks are difficult to you, the cliff jumping part will be overwhelming. And boom. If you're new to the game or you feel that you need a little bit more of practice, you can always go to tutorials and make sure to do all of them. But the most important for cliff jumping are the basics, the flips, and the cliff jump part. So in the basics, you will learn how to move around, how to jump, how to climb up some walls, toggle the slow-mo on and off. You will also learn some basic flips like backflip, gainer, doing some basic combos. Alright, so you will also learn to position yourself with precision, which is kind of important if you want to cliff jump. Also to do flips, going forward, backward, like use your left joystick to direct your flips, like this one. So you will also learn how to place markers and go back to your marker, which is also like really useful when you do cliff jump, because you don't want to climb up the cliff again. Alright, in the game you have two different ways of doing flips. You can either do the flips that are animated, like those ones, alright, but you can also do flips by letting the physics engine control your body. The physics engine takes over whenever you fall. For example, if I do a trick that doesn't exist, usually I fall down. But there is another way you can let the physics engine take over. If you click on both joystick at the same time, you will hand it over to the physics engine, like this, for example. When you trigger the ragdoll, if you don't do anything, the guy will kind of wave his arms and legs, and if you press LT, you will start controlling the body of your character. Also, when you trigger the ragdoll on purpose, it gives you a slow-mo that will help you move the body parts, because like in real time it's really hard to do. I can do it, but I have a lot of training. I've been playing my game a lot. So for most people, it's really helpful to have the slow-mo. So when you trigger the ragdoll, you press LT to control the body. And now if I move the joystick around, I can control both arms. I can control both arms individually. So right joystick for the right arm, left joystick for the left arm. If I put my left joystick to the left, the arm goes to the left. If I put it on top, it goes on top. If I put it on the bottom, it goes on the bottom. You get the idea. I'm gonna come back to it later because it's really important that you can control both arms independently. You can control how pike you are. So you can pike with the right trigger, this one. So the more you press, the more you pike, the less you press, the more open you are. So you can already play with both arms and pike like this and open like this. If you release, it opens the body. So this already gives you a lot of control. Then if you wanna bend the knees, you can press the right bumper. So if you press the right bumper, it bends the knees backwards, but if you also press the right trigger, you can like pike and bend the knees, which is giving you this kind of tucked position. The only thing missing for clean tuck is grabbing the legs, and to grab the legs you press A to grab the right one and X to grab the left one. When I fall like this, I press this, both triggers and bumpers, and then A and X, and I can grab my legs in a nice tucked position. Okay. You can also use B and X to kind of shoot your leg like in a kick kind of fashion. So B would be kicking with your right leg, X would be kicking with your left leg, right? So now that you know pretty much everything, I'm gonna explain, well, what are my tips and tricks and how can you learn them and how can you practice so you can get better at cliff jumping in the game and dodging. About dodge, you can dodge in the game if you put your arms up, both arms, and if you pike. So if you put your arms up and pike, you land in this position. Yeah, it can create some pretty cool dodge. This one is kind of lucky, but if you open and twist the right amount, and then you can land a perfect dodge. Since you can trigger the ragdoll whenever you want, you can use any trick that's in the game as a setup for your cliff jumping. So you can run and trigger the ragdoll. You can jump, why not, and trigger the ragdoll. You can also do a backflip forward like a gainer and then trigger the ragdoll. And now you have a lot of flipping motion that you can play with. What are the tricks that I use the most when I want to practice? A few things. First, the running front flip is really handy and it allows you to practice aerial twisting. What is aerial twisting? Aerial twisting is when you use your arms to tilt your body in the air and convert a little bit of your flip motion into a twist motion. For example, when I run and I do a front flip like this one, then I open my arms, and if I lower the right arm and lift the left arm up, I'm starting to twist to my left. So if I do the opposite, same thing, I run, do a front flip, open my arms wide, then I lower my left arm and raise my right arm, I'm starting to spin to my right. Okay, why does this happen? I made a reel about that, so maybe that's something you could check, because it's may I explain it better there, but let's say this is your body, this is your arm. If you lower your right arm, it's not only the right arm that rotates toward the body, it's also the body that rotates toward the arm. Okay, so when you do that, it tilts your body like this. And since it's tilted, but you still have this forward flipping motion, you start spinning like this. Okay, so you can see when I do that, I do a front flip here. All right, when I lower the right arm like this, the guy is tilting like this. Okay, according to you, it's like this. This is something you can practice by doing gainers and backflips and trying to balance yourself. For example, I do a backflip here, open my arms. You see that whenever I move the arms, I'm tilting in one way or the other way, and this is introducing a little bit of spin. So if I do it entirely, I'm spinning. Coming to the drills, doing gainers and trying to stay aligned and not twist is a really good drill to practice in the game. You can do a gainer like this, and then you open, you put your arms wide open, and then you can play around a bit with the tilt, moving the arms up and down, and just try to stay aligned and land on your feet. So this is a good practice. You can do it straight. You can also do it like in a kind of layout position like this, so holding RB. So you can also play like this to keep your axis and try to land a beautiful double A. This one was a bit over rotated, but this is a good example. Another technique I have is to do Barani out. The problem is that once you do half a turn, the arm that's up, if you lower it, it will increase the tilt because it's always the same side of your body that's going down. So if you have your body like this, you put this arm down, you're spinning, and then you put again this arm down, it gives you more tilt. So if I want to do a Barani, I want to stop the twist in the second after doing half twist. So if I switch my arms, I'm gonna just increase the twist because I'm increasing the tilt. So the technique I'm using is this one. I'm lowering the right arm, lifting the left arm, and then once in this position I switch and then lower the right arm to stop the twisting. So I'm switching the arms once I'm in like this. So this is my flip. So when I lower an arm in this position, it introduces tilt. But when I do it like in this position, like this, doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't tilt me on this plane. So I do this. I run, do a front flip, open up, lower the right arm, and then now I switch my arms, and now I lower the right arm. So with a good amount, so I can stay straight. All right. So this is pretty cool technique. You can practice it. Like this is a bit high, so maybe I should add a front flip. I can add a front flip like this, and then I'm lowering one, switching, tilting, and land on my face. It didn't go well. Probably I need to do a double tuck or spin faster. So 1, 2. All right. So sometimes what's happening is that well, the physics engine is not perfect, so sometimes there's weird things, and sometimes there is a little residual twist from your animation, and you need to play with that. Sometimes I want to do a Barani to the left, and my body is already twisting to the right, like this one. So if I stay straight, I'm already doing a Barani on that side. Okay, so I don't need to lower any arm, and I will only need to stop the rotation at some point. Let's try to do a double front flip Barani out. So front flip, then I tuck. All right, and then I open. I lowered the right arm. Didn't work. I was already twisting. All right, let's try again. Okay, so let's do one front flip and then open. Lower this one, switch. Too late. Open here, lower, switch the arm, lower, and come with the legs, bit short. So I'm doing one front flip, second front flip. Okay, now I open, put one arm down, switching the arms, and then putting this arm down. Here you go. You got a pretty sweet double front flip Barani out. Yeah, so you need a little bit of practice to be able to land this kind of tricks, but this running front flip is a really good drill. If you want to do dots, most of the tricks in the game have kind of a lot of flip, so it's hard to stay flat. A cool thing I found out is that Cork Zero, which is done like this, Cork Zero allows you to have a pretty straight takeoff with a little bit of spin, and I use it to do like 720 dots. So this is a good drill, and it's pretty easy to do. So it goes like this. I run, then I do Cork Zero slowly in this position. What the? Didn't go as planned. I'm just flipping out of the map. So I ran like this. Do a Cork Zero slowly. Now I trigger the ragdoll. Put my arms close to my body so I can spin fast. Okay? put my legs straight, and now put the dots position, and there you go. Kind of over rotated a bit, but you get the idea. So you see, I've triggered the ragdoll about this moment, and then stay straight, and then just pike with my arms up to do the dots. So this is a cool one. You can use it with different body positions, so to create a bit of variety. Let's do this. So quick rodeo, and then spin, open, close. I opened a bit early, but yeah, you get the idea. Practice makes it perfect. So yeah, do it again until you have the perfect result, and then yeah, make sure to put a story on Instagram, tag me so I can see it. I can't wait to see what you guys will be doing. There are a lot of people sending like mad cliff jumps in the Discord, in the media channel, so I invite you to check it out. It can also give you some inspiration. Feel free to experiment with different animations. It's not always flips. For example, I can use jumps to trigger the ragdoll, like this one, and it gives me a different angle. I can yeah, I can play with it and see what can I do. It's kind of odd. I think it's not gonna be a good landing. You can use jumps, but you can also use all the vaults and also the wall flips. For example, I can do like dive Kong and then, I don't know, try to land on my feet. I can do Kong Gainer and try to do as many flips as possible. Oh, this is not bad at all. This is not bad at all. Check this one. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty heavy. You can also do it slow, and it gives you totally different trick. This one I will probably land on my feet without doing anything. Beautiful. maybe the highest Kong ever. That's a pretty high Kong. Right, so if you wanted dots, there is something I want to show you. When you do a flip, you can do it either fast or you can do it slow. When you do it slow, usually it's kind of under rotated a bit. So let's do like a really slow backflip going forward. So if I don't do anything, I kind of land short. And this is useful if you want to do dots, because I can do like a really slow backflip going forward. And anytime I open like this, so I triggered the ragdoll, I open my body, and now I'm like in a perfect position to do dots. And this is pretty sick. I love this kind of setup. So yeah, this is a good drill as well, so you can try to trigger the ragdoll whenever you want. I also like to do it with a running tucked gainer, like this one. And I open my arms, like in this beautiful shape, and then I land my dots. And yep, it's pretty easy to do and very visually rewarding, I'd say. So I love to do this ones. So I really like to do these kinds of gainers. Highly inspired by Cork Zero. You need to follow him if you don't already. He's a beast. You can also play with variations and kicks, and feel free to experiment. You can also do like cheat 9 and then open up like this. This is gonna be a bit weird, hurts my butt. Yeah, this one was painful. Backflips are good drills as well. You can do really slow backflip like this. So you do a slow backflip. Then you put your legs up to give you a little bit of backward motion. And you open up. And I'm gonna be pretty short, so let's start. Alright. You can do like straight backflip, slowly going backward. And then bring up your feet, open up. And I'm not sure I'm in the right timing. Maybe yes. Can bring my legs down. I think that's good. I said you can do wall flips as well, so let's do a running, oopsie. Let's do a running wall flip. This is pretty sick. I'll try to lay as soon as I trigger the ragdoll. Like this. Something you can try that's also very fun is to use the dive Kong. So I run and do a dive Kong, then I trigger it before touching it and just lift my hands so they don't touch the ledge, and I can do like this kind of dive setup. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, you get the idea. I've been playing for a while. Hopefully this helps. Feel free to leave me a comment and I'll try to answer. Also, feel free to join the Discord. Send me your best clips in the media channel. If you have any questions, any doubts, ask. There are some amazing guys on the Discord that are really good, that can help you get better at the game. And just be patient, because I've been playing the game for hours and hours. Like every time I want to test the game, I end up playing for 1 hour, 2 hours, and I got really good. And I know it can be frustrating because you see the clips that I can do on Instagram, and it's really hard for you to do that kind of clips. But trust me, it's worth it. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and give me your feedbacks, because together we'll make this game even better. Thank you guys. Bye.